All right, today's video is how to properly torque a Hunterworks primary. For those of you who may be watching this for the first time, didn't realize we have our very own USA made primary, actually the only cast aluminum aftermarket OE style primary clutch made in America. All right, so another little first for us is I never had this door open that you can't see behind the camera to this section, and there's another door going out, so we got some sunlight in here, some fresh air. So anywho, not to really give a rip about that, but let's get going. So you got your brand new Hunterworks primary, and we want to properly torque it. Torque is 60 foot-pounds. I know OEM is 96. We think that's entirely too much. The difference between 60 foot-pounds and 96 on force inside on this crankshaft, which has got a taper, is 78,000 pounds according to engineering. And so it's just entirely too much trying to flare this back of this clutch out, and can contribute to cracked back sheaves, and 60 is plenty. Okay, so one thing you're going to notice on my primary, I'm missing a screw here, missing a screw here, because we're going to use the Hunterworks clutch holding tool to hold it. Now just keep in mind that that tool cannot be used on OEM non-turbo primaries, because the spider and spider nut are both right-handed, and you can literally unscrew it while you're torquing it. So if you want to check the tool out, there'll be a link below, tells you what models you can use it on, but we can use it on ours, and we're going to use it today because there's no good way to hold this. But now I left a screw out at 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock. So the thing you want to do is try to hook your belt. When I took this off earlier, I used my tool to spread it and pull the belt down in there a little bit so it stay, and then I can hook my belt and get it up on the crankshaft. Now let's turn this to approximately 12 and 6. Take our Hunterworks tool, it's got some pins, and there is a sway bar back here that I can go under while I'm torquing it. Put this pin in here, and you may have to turn a little. Sometimes it's entertaining. Now, other thing is you want to make sure that it's flush, and you don't want this tool in an angle to do anything with the pins, okay? Put your center bolt in, get it started. We're going to take our torque wrench and set it to 60 pounds. The tool holds it in place, keep it from turning. You see how it bottomed out up there? There it went. 60 foot-pounds is properly torqued. And now, anytime you're rotating this clutch, don't turn it backwards, only forward. We'll get our tool back out. Put your screws back in, tighten them up. Now I will say this, a lot of people have torqued these type screws on OEM clutches over the years, and they've just broke them. Just use a socket, or in my case, I use a little impact. All right, now you say, well, I don't really want to buy your holding tool. You don't have to. I certainly recommend it. I've seen another type that hooks onto the side. Now, if you were going to use something to stick between it, which I'm highly against, never ever metal, you could use something like this wood handled hammer and get it in here. You'd have to keep it off the spring. You'd have to make sure what it was touching so that it could be in good contact. I'm not a fan. I'm just telling you straight up, I'm not a fan. So now you know how to actually torque Hunterworks primary, what to torque it to. Got any questions? Give me a holler here at Hunterworks, Todd at hunterworks.com. Thanks.